Hello. I hope everyone's staying in and staying safe. I thought I'd give you a little tour around my garden, as I want to show you a new technique of shadow drawing. So, I want you to have a little forage around your gardens, and I've just shown you a couple of little clips of my garden, so hopefully that's given you some inspiration. So I've got bits like dandelion leaves, what you could use. I've got some ferns. I know you might not have some, but all the different textures and things on the ferns, what you could use. So we're going to do a bit of shadow drawing. So if you hold your leaf or your flower up to the sunlight, you can cast a little shadow. So what I want you to do is hold your leaf so that you've got a little bit of a shadow, and then what you're going to do is get your pencil and draw around that shadow. So as you can see, I'm just going to go around that shadow with my pencil line. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because you're going to come and add a bit more detail into it after. That's got a little bit more there. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to start adding a bit of detail with my fine liner pen. Now you can just do this with just a normal biro writing pen if you wanted to, or you could keep it in pencil if you wanted to, completely up to you. I'm just going to add a bit of detail just around the edges, around the leaves. Now once I've done that, I'm going to add some more detail onto it. So you've got your stalk in the middle, so I'm going to start adding a bit more of that on, but this time I'm going to freehand draw it because I can't actually get that in my shadow. So what we're going to try and do is get a bit of the detail into the leaf. So if you look on this leaf, it's got lots of little veins on it. So we're going to try and add them onto our little dandelion leaf. So I've started by doing my middle leaf going down, my stem, and I've got some other little stems coming off it. Now I am adding this with a little fine liner pen, but you could easily do this with the biro pen if you wanted to, or you could just do it with a pencil. It's completely up to you. You could even do it in colour pencil if you've got colour pencil. And then I've just started adding a couple of lines to it to get a bit of texture on it and to also get a bit of shading on it as well. So the more I overlay this pen on top of each other, the darker the kind of shade and the shadow will be. So I'm just adding a couple little mark making in there, guys. We know about mark making, so I'm just adding a bit of mark making into it as well. Try and make that look a bit more realistic and to add a bit of shadow to it as well. So here's one I did earlier of a cheese plant leaf. So if you look at all the detail I've added into that, that's what you could add into yours. And when I take this away in a minute, you'll be able to see it. I'll just add in that leaf. So remember, you can do this with any kind of leaf, any flower you find. I mean, if you go into the park, you could probably pick up some leaves from there. Or even just walking down the street, getting an hour of exercise. You could probably try and pick some up. And just use the outer shape to help you draw it. So can you see that now? So I've started adding, I'm just going to get a bit more detail into this bit. It comes to a peak like so. So once I've got that, I can then start adding my other little bits of detail in if I wanted to, because there's quite a few detail on the leaf again in the middle. So I'm going to try and add that on slowly but surely. So it doesn't have to be completely and utterly realistic, guys. It's supposed to be a bit of an illustration. I just want you to have a bit of fun. I'm just going to add that one into there. So you could add some colour pencils to this now if you wanted to. You could just shade it in with a pencil if you wanted to. Completely up to you. You could even add some mark making on it. I mean, I like my little dots, so you could add some little dots to it, maybe. Completely up to you guys. Well, that's it. I hope my garden has given you some inspiration to go out and do some drawings. I hope everyone stays safe and stay at home. And I'll see you when you get back to school. Bye.